It is another beautiful and sunny afternoon across mid-Michigan. Satellite and radar still showing very little in the way of activity across our area. Temperatures currently at 55 degrees in Lansing and Charlotte, 56 the current temperature in Jackson, and they're already in the upper 50s in places like Ann Arbor and then over in Adrian as well. Sunshine will stick with us as we move throughout the rest of the day. We have a very sunny start to the weekend, but then the chance for rain will be returning to the area. We'll talk about how much rain we're expecting coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at noon starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at noon.
New at noon, a town home marked with biohazard stickers in what police are calling a suspicious situation. It's our top story at noon. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Megan Vaselli. Both East Lansing Police and Michigan State Police spent hours at a rental unit within Coolidge Place townhomes in East Lansing yesterday. There are still a lot of questions surrounding why they were there and what exactly happened. But Rachel Ramsey is here for you now with what we know so far. Rachel?
Yeah, Megan, when 6 News was at the townhome last night, crews saw what appeared to be 2 covered bodies being moved into a hearse and taken away from the scene. But police have not confirmed loss of life as of now. We headed back out there today and saw a biohazard warning on the door of the home. That home is on the 1500 block of Wintercrest Street. Michigan State Police did confirm that their forensic lab is assisting ELPD in this investigation. According to their website, that team deals with things like crime scene response, DNA, trace evidence, and more. Police say they were on the scene yesterday around noon, and when 6 News was out there around 7:30 p.m., the police were still there. I am speaking with East Lansing Police later today to get more information. We still don't know for sure what it was we saw them bringing out of the home, how this was brought to their attention, and what they ended up discovering. We do know from police that the building was occupied when they were called to the scene, and there is no threat to the public. Stay with us as we bring you more information tonight. Megan, back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Lansing police continue the search for a shooter today after a teenager was shot and killed last night. It happened on Sadie Court just before midnight. Witnesses told police they heard 6 or 7 shots fired. Officers arrived to find an 18-year-old man with a gunshot wound inside a crashed car. The teen was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police haven't arrested anyone yet, but believe the victim and suspect knew each other. Now, if you know anything about the shooting, call police or Crime Stoppers. President-elect Donald Trump has made his first cabinet appointment, tapping his campaign manager, Susie Wiles, to be his chief of staff. She now becomes the first woman ever to fill the post. Mr. Trump tells CBS News he'll start laying out his policies in a series of press conferences soon. Nicole Skanga has the latest.
The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden.
President-elect Donald Trump has chosen campaign manager Susie Wiles to be his White House chief of staff. Wiles becomes the first woman to ever serve in the post. Sources close to Trump tell CBS News' Robert Costa that Wiles is seen as smart and organized and someone who will not compete with Trump for attention.
Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background.
Wiles is the first cabinet member pick in the new administration, but Trump is quietly working to fill other positions. CBS News has learned Trump is considering Florida Senator Marco Rubio and former Ambassador Richard Grenell for Secretary of State, while Fox News reports Senator Bill Hagerty is on the list, among others. Trump is also preparing details of his mass deportation plan for undocumented immigrants, a policy which some estimate could cost billions. Trump told NBC News, quote, "We have no choice. When people have killed and murdered, they're not staying here. There is no price tag." Trump previously vowed to begin carrying out the widespread deportations on his first day in office. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, the White House.
Mr. Trump says he may start his deportation plans in Springfield, Ohio, a city where he falsely claimed migrants were, quote, eating the dogs and cats. Springfield has seen a large influx of Haitian migrants who come to the country legally. The University of Michigan Health Sparrow joined federal officials to host military burials for 6 veterans. all of whom have gone unclaimed for different reasons. The healthcare system says a team of investigators completed extensive research and backgrounds of each deceased veteran. They found each one either didn't have any surviving relatives, lost touch with their family, or their family couldn't afford to bury them. All 6 veterans were laid to rest with full military honors this morning at Fort Custer National Cemetery near Battle Creek. The Michigan Senate just advanced new legislation which includes putting speed cameras in construction zones. If caught going more than 10 over, you first would get a written warning in the mail. The second violation would be a $150 fine, and the third would cost you double. If the State House passes this legislation, it will head to Governor Gretchen Whitmer's desk pending her approval. Just last year, Michigan logged more than 8,000 construction zone crashes, resulting in 24 deaths. Kids throughout mid-Michigan are starting to need some winter gear to help them keep warm. And now we're asking you to help us make that happen. It's time for our annual Coats for the Community Drive. That's when we team up with Cristo Rey Community Center and other local partners to help people make it through the winter. But it's not just coats. If you've got hats, scarves, gloves, or any other winter clothes, you can drop them off right here at the station. Or you can take them to Cristo Rey, Carpet Studio in Okemos, your local Barry Amos Cleaners, or one of 3 Shaheen Automotive locations.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
The sunny and mild conditions that we were treated to yesterday are going to continue across mid-Michigan for today and also as we move into the start of the weekend. But on Sunday, it does look like that's when our next best chance of rain is going to be moving into the area. Outside this afternoon, still pretty nice. Temperatures at 55 degrees here in Lansing. It is just a little bit breezy outside. Current winds at 15 miles per hour coming out of the west-northwest. And our winds will continue to stay fairly elevated this afternoon as a weak cold front begins to pass through the area. In Grand Ledge, we're mostly sunny, temperatures at 54 degrees, more widespread sunshine in Jackson, temperatures at 56, a peak wind gust of 24 miles per hour was reported earlier today. And notice over in downtown Hillsdale, very similar in terms of our overall conditions across the area. Sunshine we are seeing, all thanks to an area of high pressure to our west. We are going to be keeping an eye on this very large area of low pressure that we have over near Texas. That is going to be our next best chance at precipitation. Notice on Precision Cast, really lacking in terms of the activity that we have across the area for the rest of the day. Mostly clear conditions overnight tonight will allow temperatures to fall close to the freezing mark, so a couple of patches of frost will be possible as we start off our Saturday. Otherwise, we expect cloud cover to increase throughout the day by then. Scattered rain showers move in early Sunday morning. I think Sunday morning, that's when the heaviest of the precipitation is going to be, and then a couple of lingering rain showers will be possible in the afternoon and evening hours of the day, but by no means is this going to be a complete washout. Most of our rainfall total is going to remain below a quarter of an inch across the area. Good news is, though, we do have a few additional chances for rainfall, especially as we move into next week. It looks like our weather pattern is going to become a lot more active across the area to help out with some of the drought conditions that we are seeing. For today, temperatures will be topping out in the upper 50s. Again, overnight tonight, those mostly clear conditions allow temperatures to fall down to 32 degrees. So a few patches of frost will be possible across the area tomorrow morning. But notice on our 6-day forecast overall, we're still going to be fairly mild in terms of our temperatures. 32 degrees. Again, that's the overnight low for tonight. One of the coolest temperatures that we are going to see across the area for quite some time here. We have a high of 61 degrees on Sunday, even with the rain showers that we are expecting. Another chance for rain moves in Wednesday afternoon. But again, temperatures are still going to stay above average in the mid to upper 50s.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Kendall.